Good morning, everyone. Sorry I'm late. Y'all know how it is with the dogs. They had to go out, and then I had to go tinkle too. Happy Friday. Thank God it's Friday, y'all. Let's see. Charlie Girl says it's a crying shame. Sapphire. Good morning, Misty, Red Rhyme, Cindy, Cheryl T. Good morning, everyone. Oh my gosh, guys. I have no notes this morning. I didn't go to bed till about 2 a.m. I just couldn't sleep. I was in the shower like at 1 a.m. Hey, Emily, good morning. I'm off work today. Finally get to catch a live. And oh my goodness, I'm not really prepared. We'll still have a good stream. Hey, Mike. I hope the little one's doing okay this morning. Mike's little Yorkie sprained his leg over the weekend. He had to go to the vet yesterday. Hey, Charlene, good morning. Thank God it's Friday. Here, after a while, guys, I'm going to be going out, and I'm going to go over to the Dollar Tree and see if I can find some tiki decorations for the porch. And also, I'm going to go in Marshall's and see if I can find me a swimsuit, bathing suit, bikini, whatever you want to call it. And I need some sunglasses. And they have some cute ones in there. Okay, so this morning, oh crap. And I need some let me, I was playing my own video. So this morning, when I got up, I saw that Prince Philip had passed away. 99 years old, just a couple months shy of his 100th birthday. I bet the Queen is devastated. I think he passed away in his sleep. Let me see here. I'm going to pull up the article. Shine On shared a video in Discord this morning. It's kind of like a video remembering the Prince and the Queen. We'll take a look at that. It was a good video. It showed them when they were young and, right before they were going to get married. They both were really good looking people. Let me see. I've got so many tabs open here. Let me take one down. Get it shared. I bet she's devastated. Weren't they together like 70 some years? Yeah, 73 years. Married 73 years, y'all. Okay, Prince Philip, the Duke of Edinburgh, and Queen Elizabeth II's husband of nearly 73 years, has died. Buckingham Palace released a statement. It is with deep sorrow that Her Majesty the Queen announces the death of her beloved husband, His Royal Highness the Prince Philip, Duke of Edinburgh. The statement goes on. His Royal Highness passed away peacefully this morning at Windsor Castle. Further announcements will be made in due course. The royal family joined with people around the world in mourning his loss. Oh, it's so sad. Prince Philip has had major health issues recently. He was hospitalized back in February with heart issues. The prince had mostly been secluded as of late, along with the Queen, not necessarily for direct health issues, but due to the recent safety precautions regarding the coronavirus pandemic. Philip was at risk as a very old man with pre-existing conditions. Oh my gosh, they look so good in this photo. He was even hospitalized briefly in December to treat one of those conditions, but was released to join the Queen in time for Christmas. Of course, in January 2019, he was also involved in an alarming car crash in which he was the driver. He was unhurt but decided to voluntarily turn in his driving license afterward at the age of 97. Damn, I need to drink more coffee. I'm still asleep. Philip married Elizabeth in 1947. She became queen in 1952, and he was dubbed a Prince of the UK in 1957. Philip was born in Greece into the royal families of that country and Denmark. He was raised all over Europe, but joined the British Royal Navy at the age of 18. He served in World War II and eventually rose to rank of commander until he retired from military service. My granny always talked about how good looking he was, when he was young. He retired from his official role duties in August 2017 at the age of 96 after 65 years of service. Philip is survived by, oh my gosh, can I say this name? QL. There are 4 children. Oh, Queen Elizabeth. Oh, it's initials for Queen Elizabeth II. Damn, I'm dumb. There are 4 children: Prince Charles, Prince Anne, Prince Andrew, and Prince Edward. 8 grandchildren, including Prince William and Prince Harry, and 8 great-grandchildren, including the youngest heir to the throne, Prince George. He was the oldest ever male British royal at the age of 99. Rest in peace, Prince. Okay, we'll take a look at that video that Shine On had put in the Discord this morning. It's a good video. And then after that, we're going to talk about Maya Millete. I got an interesting video I want to share with y'all. It's going to be a new chapter for them. Yes, it is. So, okay, so who's next in line for the throne? Prince William? Or, so Prince Charles would be, but I think it will go to Prince William. Okay, let me find this video real quick. I saw it this morning. I think I won't be able to play the music because I'll get in trouble with YouTube. But the video has words in it. Let me go screen share it. I love videos that's got vintage pictures in it. It's got some good pictures of them when they were young. Let's pull it full screen. I hope I don't get in trouble by this channel. Will not play the music. Look at that. Look how young they were. Look how they dressed. I just love how they dressed back then. Women were just so, I don't know, classy looking. He was good looking. She was very pretty too. So is this before they got married, I think? Prince Philip forged the way as the longest serving royal. Let's see. We could play a little.
And a good balance between our individual and joint interests. However, I think that the main lesson that we've learned is that tolerance is the one essential ingredient of any happy marriage.
Gosh, they were so young looking. I'm sorry I can't play the music, guys. Every time I do to a video like this, I get in trouble with YouTube. Okay, so those were some cool pictures. So prayers for the family. It's so sad. I hated seeing that this morning when I got up. That broke my heart. I did hear, I believe I heard this morning that he had had some type of heart surgery. Hey, Will. It's the Queen. Once she passes, Prince Charles will become king, I think. Oh, yeah. I'm half asleep this morning, Charlie Girl says. I cannot get going. This is what happens when I don't sit down and get organized. Anyways, it's sad. Okay, so next we're gonna get into our true crime. and I got to get it pulled up. So, in the Maya Millete case, a neighbor's security camera picked up what is believed to be gunshot sounds. And this video happened, it was recorded on the night that May went missing. And we're going to listen to it, if I can get these stinking ads down. Hold on a minute.
Was the father of the most famous athlete on the planet.
It's going to play a damn video on me. Okay. We don't want to listen to that. It's playing the video and I don't want to listen to it. Hold on just one second, guys. Goodness gracious, I hate that when you click on an article and it automatically starts playing a video. Let me go back and try this again. Okay, let me mute the volume. Okay. I'm sorry, guys. This is a horrible stream. I'm so unorganized. Oh my gosh. So 6 loud bangs were heard on a neighbor's surveillance video. It sounded like gunshots from the night of January 7th around 10 p.m., which was the night that May went missing from her Chula Vista home. Her husband said that they had been into an argument, and his name is Larry. So let's watch this video. Hold on just a minute.
3 lived, captured sounds that appear to be 6 gunshots on the night Maya Millete went missing.
In a News 8 exclusive, our David Gottfredson obtained an audio recording of those disturbing sounds, which has already been turned over to police.
They sound like gunshots. 6 loud bangs in 20 seconds. Captured by a surveillance camera on the outside of a house in the neighborhood where Maya Millete lived with her husband and 3 children. At first, a cluster of 5 bangs can be heard, then a dog in the neighborhood starts barking, then there's a 10-second gap and a final bang. The neighbor who gave News 8 the recording did not want the video part of it aired on TV because it identifies their house, but the audio is clear. The neighbor told us it was recorded around 10 p.m. on Thursday, January 7th, the same date Maya Millete went missing, and the same night her husband Larry reportedly had an argument with his wife. That date was also the last time anybody ever heard from the missing 39-year-old.
How is the family doing with all of this speculation?
The speculation is Maya, she go by herself, okay? Just like the first statement, right?
News 8 caught up with Larry Milliete's father, Benito, on Thursday. He was walking to the park with 2 of his grandchildren. We asked him about the ongoing search for Maya.
The family of Maya is looking for a dead body. We're still waiting.
We also asked about the loud bangs we heard on the neighbor's surveillance video.
Did anybody
Excuse me, he just said a dead body right in front of that little girl. I hope y'all can hear this.
hear any gunshots on that night?
No gunshot, nothing at all.
So 6 bangs around 10 o'clock that night. Then about 35 minutes later, the neighbor tells us that same camera recorded audio that sounded like children playing in a backyard. And we still don't know the significance of all this to the investigation, but that audio of the children playing, that would have been around 10:30 at night. Steve, back to you.
Well, without question, David, that audio of what appears to be gunshots is chilling. So the big question, what are Chula Vista police saying about this recording? Are they aware of it?
They're aware of it. Chula Vista police have had this recording for the past 3 months, according to the neighbor. And the department has not named any suspects. Larry Millete has not been named a suspect in this case. We reached out to Chula Vista Police, told them we had this audio. A captain emailed us back saying they have no comment on evidence in the case.
All right, and Dr. Phil is going to have more on that as well. So thank you, David.
Ooh, Dr. Phil is doing an episode on it. Now, I may have a confidential informant that's close to this case soon. A good friend of mine may be, helping just a little bit on the case, just consulting, with the family and the private investigators and stuff. Now, I have another video that just has the audio in it, the gunshots. I need to find it. Hold on, we're going to listen to it. I need to get in my history. I heard the dog barking. I didn't pay any attention to the kids in the background. Let me go through my watch history. Here it is. Okay. Let me screen share. Let's listen to this again. Now, I let Mark listen to this because he knows a lot about guns and things. He said it sounded like gunshots, too. Okay. Let's see. 1, 2, 3, 4, 5. Six. That is definitely gunshots. It sounded like the person unloaded. They fired 5 shots and then it paused, and I guess he fired one more to make sure that she was dead. I believe he definitely had something to do with her disappearance. They still don't know where her phone's at or her credit cards. Her credit cards has not been used since she disappeared. Also, I was reading a story because Nancy Grace interviewed May's sister, Mary Chris, and Mary Chris said that when May's dad came over there to check on her when she didn't respond to text messages and stuff, Larry's like, oh, she's in the bedroom with the door locked. We had an argument. Here's the thing. The bedroom door didn't lock from the inside. It locked from the outside, turns out. But she said that Larry was acting really nervous and just, kind of shaking and kind of manicky, just acting really weird. Now, allegedly, last year, Larry had talked about with several friends that he wanted to kill May's boyfriend. Evidently, May allegedly had a boyfriend, and Larry wanted to get rid of him. Allegedly, he was really serious about this murder plot, but there's no evidence to back it up. It's probably the truth. I know it's hearsay. I mean, we got no facts. He'll probably never be charged with it unless they can get him on audio admitting to it, or he admits to it to investigators. But here's the thing. If he'll plot to kill his wife's boyfriend, he'd have no problem killing his wife. May had allegedly scheduled, that day she disappeared, she had scheduled a meeting with a divorce attorney. But she wanted to wait to get a legal separation until after her daughter's 11th birthday. They had planned a trip to go snowboarding and, just have some fun. She didn't want to ruin it with, their relationship problems. She really loved her kids. Hey, something disturbing about Larry's dad in that interview is he was talking right in front of the children. That was Larry and May's children. That little girl with the mask on was May's daughter. And she heard the grandfather say, they're looking for a dead body. I was looking at her eyes because, it showed her on camera. I bet that really freaked her out. You shouldn't talk like that in front of kids. He should have just said no comment. It's untelling what all these kids has heard. Oh my goodness. Prayers for May's family. I hope they figure out where she's at. I hope she's safe and sound, but I don't think that she is. I think Larry did something to her. I think they got in an argument and she probably told him that she was leaving him and filing for divorce, and he snapped on her. And then he got rid of the body. Hey, look, if the neighbor's security camera would pick up that noise, I wonder if anybody has any footage of him acting suspicious outside of his home, loading anything up, like, rolled up carpet or a big tarp or anything like that. I look for investigators to arrest him soon. Okay, let me get to my other update here, but I'm going to look at the chat before I start on it. I saw something about Gabriel Fernandez. Uh-oh, I hear my dog howling. Hold on 1 second, guys. Okay, Mark got her. Skylar is so dramatic. If she whimpers one time and you don't go open the door right then, she starts howling. She is such a diva. I worry for the children too. Emma Lou, I worry for the children too. You know what? Because I always think about, crap, my mind went blank. Josh, the weirdo Josh that blew up his kids in the house. My mind went blank. We've talked about the case before. Y'all know who I'm talking about. The wife went missing, and then they took custody of the kids away from him because this guy had a weirdo dad too. Anyways, he had supervised visit. Josh Powell, Susan Powell case. Crap. See how my mind does? It reminds me of the Susan Powell case because, he could harm the kids. If he thinks they're going to arrest him, don't take this the wrong way, sissy. What is Maya's race? I think they're from Hawaii. Samoan, maybe? How you say that? I can't say it correctly. Filipino, American, Melanie says. She's beautiful. She's beautiful, and her sister is beautiful, Mary Chris. Okay, so I saw something about the Gabriel Fernandez case. His killer wants her conviction vacated. Can you believe this? Look at him. Poor little boy. I was reading this last night, and I didn't follow this case closely, so I didn't know the details. But they've actually found BBs in his groin in different places on his body. I mean, this kid was tortured. Okay, mom tortures 8-year-old Gabriel Fernandez to death. Now wants murder conviction vacated. A California mother convicted of relentlessly abusing and murdering her 8-year-old son has asked a court to vacate her murder conviction and resentence her. Pearl Fernandez, now 37, was sentenced to life without the possibility of parole in the death of Gabriel Fernandez in May 2013. Her boyfriend, whose name I probably won't be able to pronounce, is a Oro Aguiar or something, was sentenced to death. The filing says that Fernandez could could not be convicted of first or second degree murder under 2019 changes to California law. Fernandez and her boyfriend routinely tortured, beat, and starved the boy, forced him to sleep in a small cabinet with his ankles handcuffed and his hands bound. He was also gagged with a sock. Paramedics found young Gabriel unresponsive in the home, and he died 2 days later. An autopsy found a cracked skull, broken ribs, burned and bruised skin, and missing teeth. He also had BB pellets lodged in his groin, lungs, feet, and face. Jesus Christ, that poor child. Prosecutors argued that I can't say his name, hated the boy. The boyfriend hated the boy because he thought he was gay. The conduct was horrendous, inhumane, and nothing short of evil, Judge George Lomeli said during the couple's 2018 sentencing. It's unimaginable, the pain that this child probably endured. Gabriel was a kind, loving individual who just wanted to be loved. You want to say that the behavior was animalistic, but that would be wrong because even animals know how to care for their young. Amen to that. That poor child. Hold on, guys. Smokey wants in. Smokester, come on. What's up with you? Goodness gracious, I'm all over the place anyways. Now they're interrupting the dogs. Oh my goodness. Well, let me tell you something. They both should have been fried for what they done to this kid. I mean, I can just see that kid in a closet, handcuffed, them shooting him with BBs and pellet guns. It's sick. They don't even deserve to breathe. I'm glad I never researched this case because it's a bad one. I will message them the case. The Filipino American Society is very well connected in California, Arizona, and Washington. I'm connected by marriage to the Marcos family. Oh, Will, that would be great. Thank you. Yeah, see what they can do to help out with May's case. That case is the worst. I couldn't even watch the whole Netflix documentary about what was done to him. Hell, I couldn't even pronounce the boyfriend's freaking name. He seems like an evil freaking monster. So he didn't like little Gabriel because he thought Gabriel was gay. God, man, people are sick and twisted in the head. The pain that child must have went through. I will never research that case, guys. It sounds too bad. More eyes on it, better, is my view. Yes, Will, that's true. Get the word out. Hey, Gabby. You know, I'm surprised that they've not already arrested him. Have they searched the house yet? Someone told me last night, I got a little inside information, that the cops may have been there. Well, Gabby, we were talking about Prince Philip. He passed away at the age of 99. And then we talked about Millete's case, the missing mom from California. His husband said that she disappeared after a fight. We talked about that a little bit because a neighbor's surveillance video picked up what might be gunshots on the night that May disappeared, around 10 p.m. on, what was it, like January 7th? And then we talked about Gabriel Fernandez. Hey, Tracy, good morning. How are you doing, hon? Anyways, let me see. What else was I going to tell y'all about this morning? Let's go to the true crime news here. Hold on. Let me find us something. Let me just screen share. Y'all can look at this with me. We'll see what catches our eye here. I'm sorry I'm so unprepared this morning, but I got to bed late. I'm not feeling good this morning. I've got a little something going on I've not said nothing about on my neck. It's got something to do with my lymph nodes. I'm going to have to call the doctor today. My neck's a little bit swollen. You can tell, like, on my live streams on the porch. I guess it's my lymph nodes are inflamed. Like, it hurts, like, when I move my neck or just touch it, like if I'm rubbing lotion on. And I don't know why it would be that way. Okay. Let's see. Let's look at this. Missing LSU student vanishes without a trace following car crash. Family says police never notified them. Let's check it out. She's cute. Did y'all see where that football player, ex-NFL football player, went into a doctor's house and killed him and his family? I think I got the article saved. Okay, Louisiana authorities are searching for a missing LSU student after police found her wrecked car on a bridge. The Acadian Advocate reports that Corey Gothard, is that how you say that? Gothard, 27, disappeared after her car was found in a crash near the Mississippi River Bridge in Baton Rouge on Wednesday at around 1 a.m. Family members told the outlet that the police didn't notify them about the crash. They first learned she was missing when Corey's employer called them after she didn't show up for work Wednesday. The family said they also learned she missed a doctor's appointment and missed classes. Once the family reached out to law enforcement, they learned Corey's car was at an impound lot following the wreck. Nobody reached out from the wreck, Corey's uncle Spencer said. No police, no ambulance, nothing. I don't know where the ball was dropped. The driver who crashed into Corey's car spoke with KATC on Wednesday. He explained he tried to avoid hitting the vehicle, but traffic was too heavy and he couldn't move over in time. The driver said the other car was empty, but authorities found Corey's phone and wallet inside the vehicle. Okay, so when this guy hit her vehicle, she wasn't in the car. Wow. A Baton Rouge Police Department spokesperson confirmed the crash occurred, but very few details have been released. In my opinion, they were very standoffish about the whole incident, Spencer told the Advocate. They weren't too forthcoming about information, so we had to piece everything together. Suspicious. Spencer added that while trying to find Corey, he learned about an argument she had with her boyfriend on Tuesday. He thinks she may have left for her aunt's house afterwards, based on her GPS. Uh-oh. That's not a good sign when you hear they just had an argument with their boyfriend and then they're missing. On Thursday, Spencer announced a $10,000 reward for information that leads to the whereabouts of Corey. I'm willing to put my personal money up for my niece, Spencer said. Money talks. We don't know what happened. Her life is more than $10,000. Maybe if someone did take her, that 10 grand will bring her back. It doesn't look good. The uncle is saying, based on her GPS, it looks like she was heading towards her aunt's house. But that doesn't mean that was actually her driving that car towards her aunt's house. I guarantee the boyfriend did something to her, stashed her body, then drove her car there and abandoned it. That's my opinion. I hope they find her safe and sound. Prayers for her and her family. We'll keep following it and see what happens. Update. 1 dead, 7 wounded, including state trooper after Texas cabinet manufacturer shooting. Oh my gosh. It's been another shooting, guys. Where'd this happen at? East Texas. Okay. At least 6 people were shot, one fatally, Thursday afternoon at a cabinet manufacturing facility in East Texas, and police have taken a suspect into custody. A Texas Department of Public Safety trooper was also shot. A pursuit of the suspect in neighboring Grimes County, where the suspect was eventually taken into custody. The trooper was said to be in serious but stable condition. Bryan police told KBTX that officers were called to Kentmore Cabinets at about 2:30 p.m. They found one person dead on the scene and transported 4 more to St. Joseph Health Regional Hospital in critical condition. Another person was also shot and was in non-critical condition. The suspect had left the property by the time police arrived, but was taken into custody in Grimes County after a pursuit. Bryan Police Chief Eric Busk told KBTX the suspect is an employee but otherwise had no information about a motive. He said the shooting appeared to have been targeted. Officers from multiple law enforcement agencies responded to the scene, including Bryan, College Station, Texas A&M Police, and the Brazos County Sheriff's Office, and the Texas Department of Public Safety. Bryan is about 100 miles northwest of Houston. Oh, this is crazy. Let's watch this video. What's wrong with people going doing these mass shootings?
In Pyeongchang, South Korea, there's a...
Let's mute it till we get the commercial over with. I hate friggin' ads. Kills me. Gosh, y'all, I cannot hardly talk this morning, read, or anything. We need volume. Damn it.
Had gone by the time officers got here. They did, however, discover some people hurt that had been shot. Initially, 4 people were transported to St. Joe Hospital in critical condition with gunshot injuries. One other person was transported with no injuries, apparently was an asthma attack, and 1 person was deceased at the scene. Right now, this is a joint effort between multiple agencies. College Station PD's here, Bryan Fire's here, and many more that I'm missing here responded to assist working this scene. As you can imagine, it's very complex because you have a whole number of workers at the warehouse, and so we're sorting through all that and interviewing witnesses and talking to people that know what happened.
Chief, can you provide information about a suspect or suspects at this point?
It's a little bit early for that, but we believe there may be a suspect in custody, but we're still working on that, and that's working with the DPS, who I should have mentioned was helping out obviously today also.
Is there any connection with the DPS involved incident in Iola involved in this case?
I can't confirm that, but they may be related.
Is there expected to only be one suspect involved in the situation?
We're still investigating that. We know obviously at least one suspect. I've heard reports there might have been a couple other people in the later stages of what occurred, but I don't know that for sure.
Any idea at this point a motive, or if this suspect had a connection with Kentmore?
We really don't know the motive. We're still investigating that. I believe that the suspect was an employee of Kentmore, I believe.
Can you tell us what type of weapons he had? We have rifle, handgun, other...
I cannot. I don't know that information right now.
And what does this mean for the workers? Are they being released slowly, or how's that working?
Well, obviously we're talking to everybody, and as we talk to them, and as soon as we can release them, we will release them.
You mentioned the warehouse area. Obviously, this is kind of a big campus. Can you be more specific about where the shooting happened?
I don't necessarily know how to do that. It was, in one of the bays at the plant where they're making the cabinets.
Do you have the name of it, the building?
Kentmore Cabinets.
The victims, can you confirm if they are all employees of Kentmore Cabinets?
I cannot. I don't know that information, Rusty.
Anything that should be relayed to the families of employees, if there's somebody who they can get a hold of, should they be going somewhere? Or?
We're working on putting together a phone number that they can call. We don't have that quite together yet, but we're working on a phone number so they can call and check on their loved one.
I asked Lieutenant Jason James earlier about this, but talk about in general, a police department's response to something like this? Obviously, you train for situations like this. How did all that help with the response today?
Well, I mean, it's changed over the years. Officers now, when there's something like this, which was an active shooter, officers respond immediately to it. They don't necessarily wait to put together a team to go in. They go in one or two at a time as they get there, so that because we know that if we can get in there and stop it, we'll save lives.
Was there any state or federal agencies aiding at all in this?
I know that the FBI offered, and they may or may not have been. I just haven't seen them. But I know that we've received calls from several federal agencies and other agencies offering to help.
All victims at St. Joe's?
I believe so.
And I just want to confirm 6 total. So 4 at the hospital, 1 was not injured with the asthma attack, and then 1 dead.
Deceased. That's correct right now.
And then do you know which St. Joseph health location they were taken from?
I'm assuming the the main hospital.
Porter Bryan, one college.
Thank you.
That's sad. Prayers for the family. Okay, let's see what else is going on in the world, guys. In the true crime world. By the way, guys, I think Derek Chauvin is going to be found guilty. Because I saw something on the news this morning. Well, several medical professionals have testified that he caused George Floyd's death. But this last medical professional, I think he was a medical examiner, he said that Derek's stayed on top of George Floyd even after he had took his last breath. And, you know, we've had, they had several law enforcement officers that's testified, hey, they're not trained to do that. You are not supposed to put your knee on someone's neck like that. When you handcuff someone and you got them on the ground like that, you're supposed to roll them on their side or get them up real quick. Because, you know, it's hard to breathe like that. When their arms are pulled back behind their back, it stretches out like their chest muscles, lungs, all that. Ooh, I see an update about the Texas teens that murdered their family and then killed themselves. Remember when we talked about it? The 2 brothers? And they left like a big, one of them left a big suicide note on Instagram. What he did, he left a link to his Google documents and left an 11-page suicide note. Okay, so there's a picture of the whole family. Texas teen who murdered parents, twin sister, and grandmother in suicide plot with his brother said he warned roommate he would kill his family. My goodness. One of the brothers who planned an apparent murder-suicide that killed 6 family members this week said in a lengthy suicide note that he told his former college roommate that he was going to kill his family. As previously reported, police in Allen, Texas believe that 19-year-old Farhan Tawhid and his brother Tanvir, age 21, killed their parents, sister, and grandmother at their Allen, Texas home sometime this weekend before taking their own lives. Police responded to a welfare check request early Monday morning, found the bodies of the 2 brothers, Farhan's twin sister, 19-year-old Farbin, their parents, Tawhidul Islam, I think I said that right, and his wife, Iran Islam, 56, and their grandmother, Altifa Nessa, 77. All had been shot to death. Farhan reportedly posted a link on social media to an 11-page Google Docs letter explaining his reasoning for the murder-suicide. In the letter, Farhan said that he and his brother had long suffered from depression and believed their family would be devastated if they committed suicide, so the brothers chose to take their lives as well. The letter, which prompted a family friend to call authorities, was quickly removed from the Google Docs platform, but the Washington Post appears to have obtained the document. According to the Post report, Farhan said in the suicide note that he told his roommate at the University of Texas at Austin in December that he was planning to kill his family. A threat, he said, resulted in his expulsion from the campus housing. So this friend must have reported that because he was expelled from the campus housing. But at a University of Texas at Austin, spokesperson denied that Towhead was expelled, telling the newspaper that he voluntarily withdrew from the school in January 2021 and canceled his housing contract, checking out of his residence hall on January 31st. Maybe his friend didn't report it. The University of Texas Police Department has no police reports filed on Farhan, and there were no concerns reported to our behavior concerns advice line, the spokesperson added. According to the Washington Post reports, Farhan Towhead also wrote in the letter about how easy it was for him and his brother to purchase guns, even though they both had mental health conditions. He said that he and his brother lied about their mental health history and were easily able to purchase an unknown number or type of firearms. Gun control in the U.S. is a joke, Towhead wrote. Those who knew the family are in shock and disbelief about the apparent murder-suicide. We just can't believe it happened to this family. Family friend Sid Chowdhury told the Washington Post. They are a very loving family. We didn't see anything wrong with the family, any problems. If you or someone you know is in crisis, please contact the National Suicide Prevention Lifeline, 24 hours, 7 days a week at 1-800-273-TALK. 1-800-273-8255. Wow. I mean, when you go to purchase a gun, they're not going to know that you got mental health problems unless you have been hospitalized for it and declared incompetent. And then you cannot purchase a gun. They take your rights away. I'm going to look at the chat, y'all. Sorry, I am off my game this morning. I'm not feeling well this morning, y'all. My throat is hurting and I just don't feel good. Bye, Will. Have a good weekend. Well, I'm out, ladies and gentlemen. My son just woke up, so Daddy is on call, going to get me a quick snuggle while I can. Peace. Have a great day, everyone. Enjoy your snuggles. I wish I could go snuggle. Oh, I'm tired. I got to get off here and get ready. I'm going to go out to the Dollar Tree today and see if I can find me some little tiki decorations so my porch can be like a little luau. I'm not going to go overboard. I'm just going to get a few things. Thank you, Charlie Girl says. Well, my throat has been hurting. It's on my right side. I'll show y'all when I go live this evening. And like, I don't have any bad teeth in my mouth anymore, so that, my lymph nodes are not inflamed because of bad teeth, so I don't know what it is. It's got me a little worried because it's really, really sore. Hey, Cement Shoes. Hey, Natalie. And y'all, I had this dream that freaked me out about a week ago. I had this nightmare, and I had these tumors on me. And one was like on my shoulder blade, like popped up real big. I have no idea why I dreamed this. Then I had another dream that was kind of similar. And it kind of freaked me out. And this is before my throat started hurting. And I kind of forgot about those dreams until yesterday. When my throat was hurting, I felt in my throat and it's sore to the touch. I remembered those dreams and I was like, oh my God, I hope it's nothing serious. So I'm going to call the doctor and see what she thinks. Let her check my throat just to make sure. I may need some antibiotics or something. I definitely don't feel good today. I started not to do a stream this morning. I was like, it's Friday. It's the last true crime stream of the week. I don't want to miss it. Anyways, I plan on doing a stream on the porch this evening. Hopefully, I make it out to the Dollar Tree. I plan on it. And if I do, I'll be showing y'all what I got this evening from there. I looked online because I've not been there in a while. And it looked like they had some cute things. I saw they had some bamboo torches. I want to get some of those. Maybe they have some flamingo stuff. Hey, Tracy. No dreams for me. Rough, bad night sleeping. Oh, I'm sorry, hon. Prayers. Oh, yeah. Tracy is having a hard time, y'all. I'm going to drop her PayPal link if anyone wants to help her out. She was left in a bad spot. Her husband of 10 years took off and took all her money. God, it makes me so mad every time I say that. Let me drop her link. I gotta find it. Okay, here it is. Let me copy it. And I'll share it again on my porch chat. I am so sorry, guys. My stream has sucked this morning because I don't feel good. I couldn't hardly talk, read, or anything. But we will have a better live stream tonight. I was thinking, I need to find some ghost stories online. We need to have a ghost story night tonight, actually. We need to do it tonight. I can't guarantee that, but I'm going to try it. We may actually stream at a different location, and I am going to wait till dark before I go live, so it will be around 8 p.m., just to give y'all a heads up. Thank you, Cece. Anyone that can help, bless you all. Oh, Miss Maggie said she was going to help you out again, Tracy, but it would probably be around like the 21st, I believe. Red Ram says, prayers, Tracy. Yeah, everyone remember Tracy in your prayers, and also Miss Maggie, Booze Love, Light Feather, and Always Love, and Blue West. My dad's ex-best friend presented one of my dad's boats as his own and pocketed money and got booked, cooked, cuffed, and stuffed. Oh my God, cement shoes. Well, he deserved it. That's dirty as hell. That's like stealing, if you ask me. That was in the 80s. People do dirty stuff. All my uncle's horses were stolen one night. He rented like this big piece of property that used to be like, they stripped the land back there on that property. But anyways, it was nothing but big fields. And these people from Kentucky came in one night and loaded those horses up, and he offered a big reward. And it was about 6 months later, he got his horses back, found them over in Kentucky. So man stolen. There was about like 6 of them. That was really planned out. And my mom's double first cousin, her house was robbed one time. She has a big fancy-wancy house because she owns like a couple nationwide insurances. Anyways, she came home for lunch one day. Her dog, Ubi, was barking. Big Rottweiler outside. She just goes out there and tells him to be quiet. She eats lunch and she leaves, but she didn't know it. But the robbers were inside of the home at the time. Anyways, when she comes back home that evening, everything was gone. I mean, they took her clothes that had the tags on them. They took my cousin's video games. I mean, like, this was years ago when, like, Nintendo was real big and stuff. They took his Nintendo, all of his games. He had tons of them. I mean, they cleaned that freaking house out. All of her jewelry, shoes, everything. Everything. Anyways, I'm going to get off here, guys, and get myself put together. I will see y'all tonight around 8 p.m. We may set up on the other porch tonight. I'm not sure. But anyways, I'll put up a post and remind y'all that I'm going live, so y'all don't miss it. I may have me some beer tonight. Who knows? Anyways, have a great day. Thanks for chatting. Thanks for your support. Be safe, be kind, and peace. Hey, Mike, you know what? I didn't finish the story. They never did find out who robbed my cousin's home, Patty's home. Hey, and that's the same cousin that had the pet spider monkey, by the way. Bye, Melanie. Toodles. Toodles, y'all. Later, Gators.